consumption of the Mighty Cruncher, Loaded Twister Duo, and cheese fries from Kentucky Fried Chicken or any food.
Okay. Hey everybody, thanks for tuning in to this channel. I hope everybody's doing good. It's raining out here in Southern California, which is a miracle. Sorry I haven't posted that much. I've been kind of busy touching grass, LOL. It's just been busy and it's hectic with all the dogs, kind of what hecticana, like Amberlynn says. With all the dogs in the rain and like it's a whole ordeal over here at this house. Anyways, I've been like watching, what's been going on and seeing things. So, apparently she has posted this video. I guess it's another food funeral for Chantal where she's, I guess, giving up on the fast food. We've all seen this before. I don't know how many times. And I think, wasn't the last, fast food funeral that she did, was it with KFC? I'm not sure. I think it was. But let's get into this one, and I believe there's a bit of hypocrisy in this video too as well. Let's get into it.
Product from this establishment for the health and well-being of Queen Beezer. Ashes to ashes, cheese fries to the skies.
Hello guys, I just woke up from a nap.
I'm sure you did.
And I know I say this all the time, but I have not eaten today yet.
Look at that. Look at the bags under the eyes. And she had the nerve to make fun of that other woman that was absolutely gorgeous. Look at you, Chantal. Wow. Like I said, her eyes remind me of little sideways vaginas. LOL.
I'm so hungry. And, well, I have KFC. So, but the intention with this KFC is that it's going to be a KFC funeral.
I don't believe I've seen anybody other than Chantal do this fast food funeral. It's weird. I don't know. It seems like setting yourself up for failure yet again. Look at all of that. Come on.
Coke Zero.
Wow.
Coke Zero
like
is
that
so
makes
much
the
better
difference.
Than... I can't even see you guys. All right, let me explain what I got.
That's embarrassing.
There were some really good deals.
Oh yeah, of course.
So even if I don't eat all this, I have a twister.
So basically, like, screw my health. I'm down for the deals. Okay, Chantal, we see you. Go ahead. Go ahead with your diabetes self.
A spicy cruncher. Some regular fries. Which I don't really need.
Honestly, I can't remember the last time I've had KFC. If we get chicken like that, we usually get Popeyes, and that's been a long time since we've had that as well, but I prefer Popeyes over KFC.
Ketchup, also don't really need. Ranch. Now, because we order there so many times, we have a free
sure.
2-piece.
Wait a minute, is she ordering on the app, like the KFC app? Is that why she gets the free stuff and the bonus stuff? Because my son has that, because they have the toddler, so they go and get the little Happy Meals and things like that. And he was showing me on his app, because they go there a lot, because he's out driving and stuff, going back and forth, that at Jack in the Box, if you buy things, you get free things. So I'm wondering if that's what they're doing with the KFC app.
And we have
those disgusting fries.
The cheese fries.
And by the way, I'm going to do this, like, if I have time today, hopefully I have time. She did a live after this where she goes and she dives into this subject again. I was watching it when I was in the kitchen downstairs. I probably will do that later tonight. So that should be up sometime after this one. Another reaction to what she said in that one. But I'm not going to do the whole video, just a snippet. Because, like, the majority of the video is crap.
Regular fries are just so boring in the house. Like, I don't get it.
Man,
some
look
cheese
at that.
On that.
I would vomit.
Right, baby girl? She's watching me like... Unfortunately, you can't have any of this. The strips are even spicy, so... Alright.
What is that now?
We have ranch.
Of course.
Bismillah. Foodie bite. Whoa, huge strip.
What a feeder. Feeder fodder.
How am I supposed to not love this food? Like, how?
Look at the shark eye roll. Or the alligator eyeballs. The feeding frenzy eyes.
Ooh.
She does that. So weird. You know what's weird? She, like, if you've noticed, because it's easier to see sometimes when you go frame by frame. When I get the screenshots, I go frame by frame. And she has this habit of, like, rolling her eyes or looking up to the ceiling. And what I think she's doing is because she's swallowing such large chunks of food that she's not even chewing all the way, that she, like, puts her head back like a dog, and that's how she's swallowing. It's the weirdest thing.
Planning a restart.
Yeah, here we go again.
But I'm not doing the planning alone.
You know, we should go to Vegas and, like, put her as a wager. Like, how many days in between the cycles we should bet. Like, when's the next fast food funeral? We could make some money.
I'm planning, like, a big lifestyle change. I have therapy tomorrow.
Oh, here we go.
I'm planning on digging out that prescription for the
What?
diabetes thing. So I have some things in the works.
Sure you do. Behind the scenes. Okay. And I apologize for the eating sounds and all of that, but it's just so hard to edit all of that out because of the way she talks, takes a bite, takes a bite. So it would be impossible. I mean, not impossible, but it would just take a lot of time to do that. And I don't have enough time because I actually have a life and I do things. So yeah. Look how swollen her hands
I'm sure
are.
you're confused.
Wow.
1 minute I'm on here talking about diets, the next I'm eating KFC. So I get it.
Okay.
But I'm just being honest, what's going on in my life.
What's going on in your life? Okay, if you're being honest about what's going on in your life, then show us the marriage certificate. I'll show mine if you show yours.
But I haven't had KFC in a while. I'll put here when the last time I had KFC was.
Oh, 2 weeks ago, like the other food. She said 2 weeks. And by the way, after this, during the live stream, she went and got McDonald's. So not only did she eat all of this KFC, she followed it up with McDonald's at 1 a.m. I would vomit. I'm sorry. Like, I can't. Like, all of this food plus McDonald's and then plus whatever else she ate at home, probably. I mean, I can't. It's unbelievable. Oh, look at, she's double fisting
I'll probably
food.
save this.
Sure she will.
The cruncher.
Yuck.
So it's a crispy chicken strip.
You know, either the sandwich has gotten smaller or her hands are so swollen. Look, you can't even see her knuckles or anything. I see the diabetes coloring is coming in nicely. Yeah, her hands are so swollen. Look at that. I mean, it looks like you know what her hands remind me of? I don't know if anybody watches SpongeBob. Do you remember when he went down, took the bus down? What was the town that he went? I can't remember the name of the town, where the advanced darkness was. And he had the balloon. It was like a glove. That's what her hands look like. The SpongeBob glove hand balloon.
Hash brown cheese, lettuce, and mayo.
Feed her.
Spicy mayo.
Disgusting.
That's so good.
How can she just be shoving all of this in? Oh, you hear my grandbaby screaming downstairs. It's raining, so he has his little... Oh, look at that face. He has his little I don't even know what to describe. It's like an Elmo bike push cart thing, and because we have like all tiled floors downstairs, he drives back and forth all over the place, so you probably hear him screaming. He can't play outside because it's raining.
So
Yeah,
I thought I would open like a topic for discussion.
here we go.
What do you guys think? Leave your answers respectfully.
Respectfully, okay.
In the comments below.
Why? She'll just delete it if it doesn't agree with her. Doesn't matter if you're respectful or
Julie's
not.
having a mukbang too.
I mean, isn't this breaking terms of service? You're having a mukbang and you're like a self-admitted food addict, binge eating disorder individual, and you're monetizing your addiction and your disorder. Isn't that breaking terms of service? I believe it is.
I don't know if you guys are on TikTok, but there's this huge.
No, not on TikTok. Look I know there's like some older people that go on TikTok. That's fine. I'm not a fan of TikTok. It's like for the younger ones, like, you know, not for me. Chantal, you're 40 years old. Get off of TikTok.
Thing going on TikTok. Now, I touched briefly on this before, but people who, I guess you would call it E-Bag, panhandle, ask for money online for help. I don't know if there's a phenomenon, if there's something like that going on YouTube, but
It's just an easier way for people to scam, I guess. Because you can come on here and cry, like, I guess live stream and cry, tell them your predicament or whatever. And, you know, there's some people, I don't want to, you know what, I don't even really want to call these people gullible that give money to people like this. I want to say that they're people that genuinely have a good heart, and if they feel like somebody's struggling, they want to help. So it's kind of sad. It's just a bunch of jerks taking advantage of good-hearted people.
you have people who, and I don't mean if you're doing content and you're asking for donations or like tips or whatever, okay?
Okay, but you don't do content. Like I said, I believe Chantal is actually just like an E-Beggar. For example, at the beginning of every single one of her videos, she's pimping the cameo. So to me, that's basically E-Begging. As well as she literally does no content. Coming on here, doing a mukbang with KFC, to me, and I'm sure probably other people, I don't consider that a mukbang. If you're coming on here eating, I don't know what the name of the channel is. There's this other mukbang woman. She's blonde and she does like all these weird type of candies and things. That's like a mukbang where she's actually creating content because it's creative and things like that. People get creative. Eating KFC is not creative. You don't do any content. Coming on here, talking about food like you do multiple times during your live streams, or Glitter Tits over there playing his Casio, playing the same song over and over, driving your neighbors nuts, is not content. So you're literally doing the same thing as E-Beggar, Chantal.
I'm paying.
You're not putting out content. And not only that, not only is she not putting out content, she has the nerve to have paying members. So you have to be a member to get the stupid little badges or whatever. That's e-begging, Chantal. You're not putting out content, and people are paying you for content that they're not getting. Scammer.
I think if you're doing content creation, you're entertaining people.
You don't
I think it's only
entertain.
fair that people, you know, there's nothing wrong with people throwing you a few bucks here and there. There's ways to support creators. Cameos, super chats.
You're not a
TikTok
creator, but that's what I'm saying. You're not a creator. What do you create? Sitting here eating fast food is not creating crap, Chantal. I mean, I don't understand why you don't understand that.
But there are some people that have been coming up on my For You page. And I kind of fell down the rabbit hole of this. There's this, it's called beg talk, okay? It's a whole phenomenon. And it's people trying to out people they think are scammers.
Okay, and let me pause it. And what's funny about this is she does this whole diatribe about, how they're scammers, e-beggars, and all this kind of stuff, with the PayPal, GoFundMe, and all that kind of crap. And then proceeds to post on her community page that she's starting a cat charity to feed the stray cats in Kuwait, and she set up a PayPal, and she's telling people that don't worry, I won't reveal your information, blah blah blah. But why is the PayPal directly going to you, Chantal? If anything, if you were going to do something for charity for the cats of Kuwait, isn't there already established cat charities? Because you've said that. I'm going to have to Google that and see if there is. But there's already established cat charities there in Kuwait. You could have posted something like that instead of a PayPal that's linked to you where you directly get paid. It doesn't matter if you show receipts, blah 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 blah, whatever. And not only that, I thought you guys were rolling in the dough. You're living the good life over there in Kuwait. Why do you need a GoFundMe, or not a GoFundMe? Why do you need a PayPal to buy cat food? Can't you pay for it yourself? I mean, your husband is this businessman. He owns a company and all this kind of crap like that. How come you can't pay for it yourself? Broke much? I think it's a scam. You're nothing but a scammer. Proves it. And you have the nerve to post this. Get out of
Because
here.
they're asking for money. I don't necessarily think these people are scamming. I think some of them are.
Says the scammer.
Maybe. Someone like Lisa Richard, she's very popular for that, but she's in the deep throes of her drug addiction. So she's using any tactic. She'll say she needs money for the buzz, blah, 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 which is not true. So therefore, it is technically scamming. But she's not okay. So
I wouldn't even necessarily call something like that scamming. That's just somebody who's an addict. And if you've been around addicts, this is typical behavior. They always, like the jail talk, like I say, they always have some excuse or whatever for something. So I don't know if necessarily I would consider that like a scammer. That's just an addiction. It's a little bit different. They scam.
I'm talking about people who are well in the mind.
It's part of the addiction.
I think TikTok has just become a new way of panhandling. A lot of these people are homeless and need money for a hotel room.
First of all, I don't even believe that half the time. I think a lot of people are not homeless. They come on there, portray that they're homeless. There's a few of them, excuse me. There's a few here on YouTube that do that pretend like they're living in their car and they're actually not. And in fact, I remember years ago here where I live, there used to be this one homeless dude that used to like beg for money until people saw him getting into his new car and followed him to his house. There's a lot of people that portray like they're destitute or something like that, and it's in reality it isn't.
So instead of seeing these people on the street asking for your coins, which a lot of people don't even use anymore, they will ask you,
Well, apparently you don't know the difference between a coin from Thailand and a museum compared to the Kuwait coin.
or to send them a Cash App, PayPal, Venmo. And what do you guys think about that? The people that this beg talk they're trying to expose is that these people have been doing this for years. Their job is basically getting up in the hotel room that their supporters pay for and just begging for money until they get their goal.
And what do you do, Chantal? What exactly do you think you do? You're doing the exact same thing. Just because you're not outright, which, I mean, I'm not even going to say that because you did today with your, excuse me, I'm starting to get the cough. The stupid cold in our house. You did it today with your PayPal fraudulent cat food charity, a BS. You're no different, Chantal. And not only that, we see you. Cut it out.
And then they go off
The same.
And they don't, after they get their blessing, they don't go and try to better themselves.
Do you?
They don't do anything. They just kind of laze around.
Isn't that what you're doing? How have you bettered yourself? All these people that pay to be members on your channel, what are you doing? You're doing the same thing. How are you bettering yourself? Do you think because you proclaim to be a woman of Islam and then slap on a hijab that you've changed your life for the better, Chantal? No, you haven't. You're still exactly the same individual, a scammer.
They don't look for a job or whatever. I mean, as
Neither
far as
do
people
you.
because they've been doing it for years. Now, I realize that.
Who are you to talk about somebody looking for a job? When's the last time you had a job? Have you ever had a job? I don't know. Have you ever had a job that you've actually gotten yourself, or only the job that your mommy got for you?
I mean, it's really hard for somebody, especially if you have no ID or you just. It's hard for people to get a job. I know.
How do you know? Excuse me. How do you know that it's hard for people to get a job, especially in today's society? How do you know that, Chantal? You have no education whatsoever. You have no skills. Have you even applied for a job? Do you even know how to apply for a job, Chantal? I don't think so. So shut up. Oh, you hear lady? The lady's rolling on the bed. The nerve of her, man.
That's why I'm kind of torn on the situation, and I don't like to speak, from a position of doing better in life than somebody who's more down on their luck.
First of all, how are you doing better in your life? If anything, your life has gotten worse. Take a look around. You have no freedom. You have no rights. You've gained like 300 pounds, and Salah is your doctor. Is your life better? I don't think so.
At least do some content or something to earn it,
You don't do content.
I don't know.
What content is that? Do you think this is content? This is not content. This is monetizing your addiction, your food addiction. That's what this is. That's not content.
And on another hand, how people want to spend their money is up to them. If people want to keep giving these people money, who's not going to take free handouts?
I wouldn't. I would never take a free handout. That just shows what type of person she is. Excuse me. Who's not going to take a free handout? I wouldn't. If I'm able to do it myself, or if I'm able to work for it, I'm going to work for it. The satisfaction of working hard and getting something done and receiving payment or whatever is the best feeling. But not to Chantal. If there's a free handout, she's going to get it. What a pig.
Some people feel,
Jeez.
I see a lot of commenters. I could never do this. I have too much pride. I would be looking for ways to support myself.
I would.
And I understand all the sides, honestly. So I don't really have
don't.
a firm opinion.
You've never had to work a hard day of work in your life, Chantal, because you're a spoiled brat that's been catered to all your life. All your life, Chantal. I mean, look at yourself. Disgusting.
There's some people who say it's not our responsibility to fund your entire life every day. There's one guy, he comes on, asks for the money for the hotel room, which is $100 a day, which is thousands a month. That probably,
Which would be your feeding habits. Look, you hear lady. Lady, calm down, lady. She's going crazy over here. Lady. Crazy dog. What do you think your beezers are doing for you? Oh, look at lady. Calm down. You're crazy dog. Crazy dog. Anyways, I digress. Lady. Sorry about that. What do you think your beezers pay for, Chantal? Your eating habits probably round out to about $100 a day. So you're no different. You're doing the exact same thing. They pay for your addiction. Congratulations.
a lot of the donators don't even make themselves for working hard.
Exactly.
At a minimum wage job.
And I agree with that, and especially exactly Teardrop. She's one of them. She talks in the chat because I see it, how poor she is. She's broke. She has no money. I mean, she's obviously, I don't know if she's on a fixed income, if she receives government benefits, retirement. I don't know what her situation is, but she's constantly talking about how broke she is. But yet she gives you money, Chantal. You're no different. You're taking money from poor people yourself, Chantal,
Then
with your
after he pays his
manipulation.
hotel room, he will ask for money for food, and then he'll go and get like a gourmet meal. He'll get like shrimp Alfredo, all the fixins, you know. So
Excuse me, shrimp Alfredo is not a gourmet meal. Get out of here. I mean, that shows you right there, like, what her palate says about her. Shrimp Alfredo is a gourmet meal to Chantal. And all the fixins. I don't even, what would that consist of? With shrimp Alfredo, a salad, some garlic bread, I guess. I don't know.
a lot of people are mad about that. Like, what am I doing slaving away at a job and, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Slaving away at a job when I could come on here and eat and get paid for it. Why not? Jeez.
I don't agree with the hateful people who are like,
Hateful.
get a job, you bum, you know, that kind of thing.
What?
Basically, don't see these people as humans, but
Wait a minute. So people are hateful because they're telling jerks like you to go and get a job. That's hateful behavior, Chantal. I mean, your brain is so demented. You live in the weirdest reality I've ever seen in my life. Unbelievable. Like I said, this is a person that has never worked a hard day in their life. She has no idea. She has no this is why, like, I don't feel sorry for her. She has no idea what it's like to complete a hard day's work and get paid for it and just appreciate that. She has no idea. Even, like I said, working at like a fast food place or McDonald's, which is hard work for, you know, for people to have that type of job. She has no clue.
where I don't think it's like long-term sustainable, you know?
Working fast food, dealing with bovines like this
That well
one.
will dry up. If you've had years to get yourself together, especially being a homeless person, starting from the very bottom, you need more time, but you've had that time. So every time that you get that blessing every day, you shouldn't be going back to bed. You should be, you know, getting up and
What?
looking into resources.
Am I in the Twilight Zone right now? What is she talking about? Is she talking about, like, preparing for the future and, like, saving? Is that what she's saying right now? Chantal, like, do you have, like, retirement? Do you have a 401k? Do you have, like, insurance? Do you own any property? Do you have any equity? So, like, if something were to happen, do you have enough money in the bank where if something were to happen, you know, you could be okay and all of that? No, you have nothing. What are you talking about? You know, at least I know for me that I have a good husband that set it up that if anything, God forbid, were to happen to him or that either I would be taken care of if I were left here with the children, or if both of us were gone, that the children would be taken care of. You don't have that, Chantal. What are you talking about? Unbelievable. No idea.
Or ways that you could improve your life.
What are you talking about, man?
Sign up, make a YouTube channel, sign up for the Creator Fund if you're in the US. Make
You
some
know,
coin.
she's talking about, like, she's living this type of life where, let's just say, YouTube ended for her, that she's going to be okay. And I guess because Salah and his, you know, perfume empire, that she is set for life, that he's some type of a gazillionaire where she, you know, she doesn't have to work and she doesn't have to worry about it. Man, she's in for a rude awakening. A rude awakening.
Off of, you know, your transformation journey from
Wow.
homeless to helping myself.
You're
improve my life.
basically homeless, Chantal. You literally are basically homeless because you don't own anything. Literally, you don't. Like your fake marriage. Even if you're, let's just say, even if you're married because you went through the loopholes, it's a fake marriage. He's just trying to get to the Western world, and not only that, you're homeless, Chantal. You're renting an apartment. You have nothing back in Canada. So if all of this were to fail in Kuwait, what are you going to go home to in Canada? Nothing. You're going to live with your mommy I don't think your stepdad wants you there, so you're homeless. You don't even have the Kia to live in anymore. You're a bum.
But a lot of them will just get on and beg. And they're rude to people, a lot of them. One was so rude, like...
So are you.
They were using racial slurs and...
Like you. Same thing.
They were calling people bums that were donating only $1. Like...
You've done that. Excuse me. Didn't you? You've done that. You've called people that because if they wanted to insult you, they had to pay, what was it, $10, $20, or whatever. And you were saying, like, if they were, you have to donate more if you want to insult me because they were donating like $1, $2. You did the same exact thing. She forgets. Diabetes brain, I guess.
What's that saying? You get more bees with honey? I don't know.
Oh, my grandma used to say that to me. What did she? How does the saying go? You get more bees. What is it? You get more bees with honey than you do with vinegar. Because my grandmother, like, you know, when I was younger, you know, when you're a teenager, and I've talked about this before. This was like when I was like a tomboy, and she was like trying to help me to be more feminine or whatever. And she used to say that to me because I used to have like an attitude, you know that time period when you're a teenager, when you're like coming into like young adulthood or whatever, kind of got attitude and you think you know everything. I remember she used to always say that to me. But yeah, I miss my grandma. She was a good woman. Old-fashioned, salt of the earth type of woman.
Just know that this is the KFC funeral.
Yeah, okay, sure. Keep eating like that, Chantal, and we will be seeing your funeral in 2025.
I have to plan a lifestyle upheaval and some new content. I'm full.
Sure. Okay. She's so full, that's why she went out and did the live and was eating McDonald's.
Oh my gosh, the KFC here is off the chain. I wish it wasn't, really.
Off the chain.
But,
get out of here.
I got grossed out by it kind of the last time I ate it, so I took a little break. So anyways, yeah, so I just wanted to know your guys' opinions on what you think about that situation. It's like a whole thing on TikTok.
And I don't even know, you know what's funny about this? She asked for people's opinion, and then because she did the cat post or whatever on her community page, the fraudulent charity that she's trying to create with the money going to her, and then people started commenting on it, and she started cussing and blocking them. So yeah, she really wants your opinion. If it doesn't agree with her, she blocks you or calls you a name. Way to go.
You know, people, it's like the new way to panhandle, ask for money. I'm happy that homeless people are staying out of the cold, and, you know, especially in the winter. But I definitely don't think you should be insulting the people who give you money or
wow.
audiences. Like,
says
just,
the biatch that does that. Okay.
If you want to get more money, you know.
What is this, tips for panhandling, Chantal? Like, is that what you're saying? That maybe you should use your own advice. Maybe you shouldn't insult your viewers or your subscribers when they have a differing opinion than you.
But honestly, I don't think it's long-term sustainable. I don't think it's right to think that people should fund your entire life for the rest of your life.
Says the person that's having other people fund her life. Amazing. This is amazing. I mean, I'm speechless. I don't even know what to say. What? Like, what? She needs to be slapped.
What kind of, existence is that? I think people should. If you want to be content creators, make content. People will watch it. If they're invested in your story, they will watch it. And they could
Says the person that creates no content. Okay.
probably make a good chunk of change instead of just, the same day. It's got to be demoralizing. One of them even was like, I hate doing this every day. I hate doing this every day. So.
And I said that before too. I don't know if I said this before. I think I have. My son, for a period of time, was doing cameos, and he didn't like doing it. Because that's what he felt like. He felt like it was like begging for money, and just like, you know what I mean? When in reality, if he sees people that wanted to take a photo with him or an autograph or something like that, that he would just do it. It's like cameos, like, yeah, do it for free. If people think you're a pseudo celebrity or whatever, why charge people for it? It's stupid.
There's some people who come on and just beg for every aspect of their life. They're like,
So do you.
light bill is due, need 65, grocery, I need.
Just because you don't come on here and have an itinerary for what bills to be paid, I mean, we can kind of clock your money, Chantal, by what you eat. We know when you're broke. We know when you just got paid. So come on.
120 for groceries. Like, they pretty much don't pay anything themselves. And I don't know how people could live like that, like on a daily basis, wondering if they're going to meet their target. And if they don't, are their
That's
place
you,
gonna get shut off?
literally.
I don't know. But I do,
I can't even imagine being her and she literally creates no content. She has no talent, nothing. She just comes on here, eats. That's what she uploads. She doesn't even eat interesting food. She eats the same crap over and over and over. Even when she does her lives, it's the same thing over and over and over. So she's not creating content. And I know she pays attention to the numbers. There's no way she doesn't, because Salah wants that coin. So I can't even imagine living like she does and not knowing how much money you have coming in. I can't even imagine. So of course she has to pimp herself out. Come on.
with these people.
Please.
I do feel bad that people are in that situation, and there's nothing wrong with needing help, and I think it's awesome that as human beings we have the internet to help each other, but
What?
I think just be wary. There are people who really take advantage of that.
Like you?
So, yeah, there's some people will come in and go, what's your story? And they'll be like, you don't need to know my story. Either you want to donate
That's
or you don't.
you.
Get out of here. Like, some of them are just really
That's you, literally. You say it's none of your business. Where's your marriage certificate, Chantal? Where's that?
rude. It's like,
She's
but people
insane.
still give them money. Like, people still
Yeah,
give them
people
money,
still give you
regardless of
money.
that. It's, well, whatever. It's what you want to do with your money. It's a free world. You know? So anyways, this will be the last you see of KFC. I know I say that all the time. No, I haven't really said, have I had a KFC fast food funeral? I don't think so.
I think you
Not
did.
a KFC specific one, because this is major.
I don't know.
I get major cravings for this place in
Disgusting.
particular. So,
Says a lot about you.
more than others. Let's start with the biggest one.
I don't know anybody that oh my goodness, I'm so hungry, I'm craving KFC. I mean, the only people that I know would probably do that is maybe somebody that's pregnant that would crave KFC.
Make her way down. What are you doing?
Anyways, that's it. Oh, lady, that's the end of this crap. I cannot believe what she's saying. She has no self-reflection at all. Nothing. The words that come out of her mouth are amazing because she doesn't even think about her current situation. And she was literally talking about herself. Hypocrisy. Anyways, I don't know when the next video will be up, but I'm just gonna, her live that she did, I'm gonna only react to a certain portion of it where she was talking about this. Yeah. So anyways, that's it for me on this one. I'll see you guys a little bit. Give me a couple hours and it should be up. See you guys.